What's the purpose of life? I've done a lot of different things in my life. I mean a lot. Like I've done a lot of stuff. I have all sorts of experiences. And at the end of the day, when it boils down, the question always presents itself. What's the point, right? What's the point of life? All I know is that in those moments when I'm having these experiences, whether they're good or bad, you're having that moment at that time, and that's what's in front of you. And at that moment, sometimes it feels like that's what life is. It's just that experience that you're going through in that moment. It feels like this is it. But as time has passed, I've come to realize, like, that's not the case at all. It's never like that. It's absolutely never like that. Things always change. Things happen. They can happen out of nowhere. Things are circumstantial, and it's like, I'm so grateful to be alive every single day, because there's always chance for a new opportunity. There's always chance for something to come your way. I'm wearing a coat right now because I'm not in Thailand. I'm actually in the United States right now. I was in South Korea for 11 days, and then I came from South Korea back here because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on here with family, a couple of emergencies, and another thing. A lot of you guys don't know this, but before I moved to Thailand, my life consisted of my dogs. Talking to an old friend of mine, before I moved and everything, I was telling him, like, my plan was to take my dogs to Thailand with me. There was a lot of things that went into that, and for whatever reason, I couldn't take them at the moment. And it was tough because they're literally my life, I train dogs. I had a Doberman and a Dogo Argentino. And the reason I say had is because my Doberman actually just passed away 2 weeks ago. So my Doberman was staying with a family that was taking care of her. Things were going great for her. She was living her best life. And I was in Thailand trying to figure out logistics. When I moved to Thailand, the channel took off and I was vlogging, and it was so great and it was such a dope experience. So I was like, I'm going to keep doing this. After some time, I just start to realize and think, the thing that made me happiest in my life, and even till this day makes me happy, are dogs. It's training dogs, being around dogs, doing something that you love. You know what I'm saying? And I love Thailand. I love everything that has been built in Thailand, everything that I did there, all the connections that I did there. And for those of you wondering, yes, I'm going back. I'm actually going to be flying back within a week. I'm only here in Atlanta for a week to take care of these things. But, I checked on my other dog, Blanco, and, he's been well taken care of and everything. And I'm just like, I really, really miss him. And I miss my life with my dogs. It's a big part of my life. And right now, I'm just here, enjoying this view of this park, because I wanted to talk and tell you guys how I'm super grateful for the chance that I took when I went to Thailand. I think everybody watching this video right now has something they want to do, and you got to do it, because if you don't, you would have never, like I was talking about earlier, had the experience, you know what I'm saying, that you could potentially have. And it's opened up a whole new world for me going to Thailand, like completely new, and I'm super grateful for it. Like I said, I'm going back, and Thailand has become my second home. It's basically my first home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got a condo in Bangkok right now. That's where I'm staying. So many connections. I'm doing great things. We're doing the podcast, I'm vlogging, stuff like that. And yeah, guys, it's just stop wasting time. If you have a dream, do what you gotta do, because life is very short. The way my dog passed, it was a quick thing. She got sick, ended up dying the same day. It's just like, I'm still not fully processed the whole thing. I have this dog tattooed on my arm. You guys know I love my dog. People who know me in real life, before she passed, I had the tattoo of her in my arm, because I feel like she saved my life. I went through a lot of hardships before. She took me out of depression. Because of my dogs, I was able to get out the house, be active, started training. I got into all these dope things, met amazing people, made amazing connections. Rest in peace to Maya, and also rest in peace to Mac, who tattooed my dog on my arm. I lost Mac. That was a good friend too, last year. Life is short, guys. We gotta live it to the max. really, really live our best life. And me being back here was super cool to connect with friends, connect with some family. And I just realized, like, damn, like, it could get lonely sometimes in Thailand, you know, because you guys see me as a guy who's very social and stuff, and I am. But I keep a really small circle, and I'm really, really, really picky about who I keep around me. And that comes from past traumas and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, like, I'll be nice and I'll be talking to people, and yeah, we'll have a good moment, but it's just that. It's a moment, you know? It's not like I'm on the phone talking to people every day and stuff like that. And I always have my guard up, and it's not a good thing. I'll admit that. I'm working, you know, I'm working on it. And I met many good people in Thailand that have helped me realize, you know, these problems that I had. And, yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys. And, you know, I never really used the platform to do this. I've never done it. I've always just brought all this dope content and you know, positivity and everything. And, you know, I want to reach out to you guys and just kind of give you my truth and build a connection with you guys like this, you know, just talking, having these one-on-ones. Guys, life is what you make it, man. It's what you, and I got goosebumps just saying that right now. It's what you make it. You know, if I didn't leave, if I would have listened to peer pressure, to all the people telling me how to live my life before this, the channel wouldn't exist. You know, I'm super jet lagged, by the way. If you see my eyes, I think I slept the past 3 days a total of 8 hours between the past 3 days. So yeah, that's not good. But I want you guys to know that I love you. And if you're watching this video, know that there's hope, you know, and life is never over. Even when you think there's you know, like, what am I gonna do next? Because I kind of feel like that now. I kind of feel stuck, you know. I feel like, man, I miss my dog. Seeing him here, it's making me feel like, damn, I want to bring him to Thailand. It's really hard. I'm looking at the logistics. I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know. I'm even like, damn, do I want to come back and be with him? I'm still figuring things out, you know. And all I know is that life is what you make it. And there's a lot of things I've even been exploring of Thailand with the dog scene that recently I feel like things have been revealing themselves to me. As soon as I start thinking about something, these options just start opening up, and I started meeting random dog trainers and stuff, and it's become really cool. So I'm gonna kind of dive into that a little bit more later, and you guys will maybe see some of that on the channel if things go well. We gotta grab life by the freaking balls, man. No diddy. And do what we gotta do. Like, we gotta literally just, we gotta man up. We gotta overcome, you know. And right now there's a lot going on, like I said, with me that I gotta overcome, and I'm gonna overcome it, because that's what we do, guys. That's what we do. We overcome negative influence, no matter what it is, no matter what shape or form it comes in. So yeah, things are good. Just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about that. Follow your dream. Do what you gotta do. Like I said, I'm sorting some things out now with the next steps that I'm gonna take. Just to answer that original question, you know, what's the purpose of life? I've come to realize over the years that it's like, the purpose of life is to enjoy it in the present moment. You know, when I'm with my dogs, I feel that way. When I'm in Thailand, I feel that way. Now that I'm back here for this week or whatever, however long I'm here, I feel good, you know, in the present moment. And sometimes we don't have to have things figured out. Like, I have a lot of stuff in my head right now that I just don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. And, you know, I don't have to have it completely figured out right now. It's okay. So for those of you who are also going through some kind of struggle or wondering, you know, what's the next step? Take your time, really just sit. You know, sit in silence, sit in peace, and let the answer reveal itself, because it will be revealed. The answer will come to you, you know. Just stay in the present and enjoy every single moment in the present. Don't think too much about the future. You're gonna get anxiety. Don't think too much about the past. That's just gonna bring you depression. Stay in that middle ground where you can kind of balance, you know, and be grateful that, hey, we're here now, we're alive, we're breathing, and there's always good things to come, right? We just have to have that positive mindset. So yeah, I think that's the purpose, enjoying each experience that comes. So we'll see what happens, guys. I love you. Stay true to yourself always, and keep overcoming negative influence.